they are giving you the job not because you're the one doing it, but because they trust what you can do. They trust your judgment on what you're doing. They trust what you can do. Because there are a lot of tailors out there. There are a lot of tailors, even here in America, people have shops where they sew. Some clients won't take their clothes there. Even if some of them that are really, really good, they can sew, but just because of the way they perceive you, the perception they have towards you, that's why the people are bringing business to you.
It's been a long time I see you. Yeah. That was last 2 or 3 years.
That was 2 years ago.
That was a wedding.
We met at a wedding.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Time is not waiting for anybody. That's a long time ago. Yeah. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm doing fine. We are coping. We are trying to cope. I want to buy suits.
Okay.
What is the process?
Okay, the process is the first thing is to actually get fitted, like get your measurement, and we ask you what kind of suits do you actually want, because we have different kind of suits. We have like the regular suits, we have tuxedo suits, which they are more ceremonial compared to the regular one, and we have all kind of suits. So maybe you have a design in mind, maybe you want this.
I actually want to look. The only thing in my mind is to look like James Bond.
There are some clients that even they know about design more than we designers. They will be like, I want this sleeves to be a denim. I want this one. I mean, you can create your design yourself. That's what
I just love. I just like the way it looks on James Bond. You see, I keep talking about him. Yeah. I watch every James Bond movie they've ever released. Every season, 80s, everything. I sit down one day and I watch all the old ones. So I love how they wear suits, how they make suits, makes you like feel.
Yeah.
What do I call you, tailor or what?
So I'll call myself a clothier.
Clothiers, okay.
Because I'm more on the business side than on the production side.
Oh, okay.
I do productions too. I do production, monitor how things are going, but I'm more on the business side than the production side. Because in fashion industry now, we have a lot of capacities that you can function in. You can decide that, I want to be a tailor. I want to be on a machine 24 hours running everything.
Applies to our work too.
And you can say, I just want to be drawing designs, creating designs. I don't want to sew. I don't want to join anything. I just want to be creating designs. Yeah,
it applies to me too. Some people take pictures, some people edit.
Exactly.
Yeah, some people talk to clients, some people get the work and give it to people. So
then you can decide to be a stylist. You can say, okay, I just want to be stylist. We have a lot of stylists there, celebrity stylists, where they just style. They don't make clothes, they don't do anything. All they just do is just style you. They know what you can put together that will look nice on you. So that's what they do. That's their own. And you can decide to be on the market side. If you're not on the market, people talk to people about what you do and bring business in.
Yeah, that actually makes so much sense. And it kind of like open my eyes more, like provides me a little more clarity than what I already know. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. So why do you get into it?
So fashion is what I have passion for. So growing up, it was actually when I finished university back there in Nigeria. Before then, when I was in school, I used to sell clothes. I kind of do like personal shopping for people, where you go shop for people, sell to them. Some people, when they're going shopping, they take you because they believe I have good eyes for something. They'll say, let me carry this guy along. He will pick good things for me. So from there, I decided to realize that, okay, I think I have this gift in me. Because when you see a lot of people calling you to do stuff, or when you're traveling to someone, say, did you please let me buy something? Let me buy this shirt, let me buy this thing. That means they trust your judgment.
That's a sign,
So I it's something I have passion for, and that back then I wasn't even charging for the shopping. I'll buy for them just for free. And I started from selling clothes. I'll go to one of those markets there where they sell all these used foreign clothes. They call it akube back then. So I go to Katangwa market, buy stuff, sell to people in school. So that was how the business part started. Then when I finished school, and back then in Nigeria, it's not easy to get a job.
No work. That's the first company.
You have to think about what you can do with your hands. So I started the business back then. I remember it was the business was actually birthed in a place of prayer. I was in church that Tuesday. I can't forget that day, where I was praying. I don't know what to do with my life, and I kind of asked God, what's the next thing to do? What do you want me to do? And I heard that voice say to me that, okay, this make your passion your profession. So that's how DEJI NUEL started from. Then I started exactly 10 years now.
Wow. That's
so
a long journey.
I started talking to people, blah blah. Do you sew? I don't really know how to sew, but I'm learning. But this is my business, and they see what you wear, they see what you can offer. So one thing about this business is they are giving you the job not because you're the one doing it, but because they trust what you can do. They trust your judgment on what you're doing. They trust what you can do. Because there are a lot of tailors out there. There are a lot of tailors, even here in America, people have shops where they sew. Some clients won't take their clothes there. Even if some of them that are really, really good, they can sew, but just because of the way they perceive you, the perception they have towards you, that's why the people are bringing business to you. So that's one thing I've realized.
That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense, actually. Yeah, I kind of want to throw a question there. I used to see it a lot. They say fashion is for tall people. Do you have something to counter that?
When I started, I use myself as a model. I'm not a tall person, but I still try and market myself. It's days of little beginning when you don't even have money to pay model. So, but I will actually agree with that, but I would say I don't completely agree to that, because if you can market yourself, if you can, it's the way you carry yourself that people you say, okay, this person. Well, I don't believe fashion is for tall people. Short people. I'm not tall, and I'm fast. I think I have good fashion sense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So that makes so much sense. So I'll ask this because of the last one I asked. So what is the biggest misconception about fashion?
Okay. So a lot of people believe when you wear expensive designer, you know fashion. But I will tell you that's a big lie. You can be wearing something very cheap and you still look more better than someone wearing this. I don't want to mention the names of designer.
Yeah, of course.
You look much better. I think it's the way you combine things. The way you know how to combine colors. The way you know how to combine something that fits you. There are some people it's oversized clothes that fits them and it fits their size. Some people they have to wear something fitted. So I believe it's the way they put what you're wearing together. That's what fashion means.
That makes total sense. Yeah, I used to watch all these fashion show like in France, runway. That people will wear baskets and stuff. So, is that, I don't know. That looks odd to me. I don't know if that's fashion or stuff.
It's like I said. It depends on what capacity you want to function in. Fashion industry is really wide. People that do runway fashion, they have their own business. They have their own clients.
So what are they advertising for?
So there are some people that do wear that for awards, dinner, and all kind of event.
Because I see, I don't know, I see it a lot, like, because I watch it a lot.
Those clothes are actually more expensive than the regular
I see, that's why, because I forget this brand I saw, they were selling sellotape that you put your hand inside. They say for 3,000. I said, wait, so I don't know what's the mindset behind that actually.
Some people we have different kind of people. Some people like that kind of fashion. There are some people that doesn't wear suits at all. They wear native. So the same thing applies to those kind of people that like those kind of fashion. They just like something, I won't say crazy, something that's unique. There's a sneakers I see on online. It's a white sneakers, but it's actually a crazy sneaker. It's really dirty, and if you see the price they put on it, and I'm like, some people can pay this much to buy that. This kind of and this is fashion too. So it depends on what you like. So
that is something. So I won't use any. Yeah, it's funny because when I see it, I just be like, okay.
It's just the way. It's the way some people like crazy jean. They like their jean tattered. They like it. They don't like plain one. When some people don't like anything on their jean, they just like it plain. So it's just the same thing.
Yeah, it's taste and choice that matters. Yeah,
exactly.
That makes so much sense. So before you start, you said you go to the church, something speak to you, and stuff. Yeah. So what is the mindset? Actually, I want to frame it in the way that would make sense. So you don't be like I'm repeating the same question. So what was the mindset behind the work, behind the job, right? Okay, you said because you love to, when you go to store, people see the way you dress. When you wear the dress, they see how you dress. When you wear the way you shop for people, right? So what was the mindset behind you doing that? Like, do you just be like, I want fashion, let me start doing fashion? So the mindset behind it is like, it's much deeper than because I love fashion. So this thing makes sense to me because of this. This thing makes sense to me because of that. So why do you think because everybody doesn't know how to dress, so I have to dress them? So what was the mindset behind it? That's them.
So I would say I got to the business. I wasn't even really, it's not really about the money when I started. So it's about what you have passion for and what you have zeal for. So I have passion for it, and I think making people look good is what I can do, because they when they see what I can do for them, when they see that I have something in me that can make me pick something good for them, that's what actually. But it wasn't really about the money. Some people get into business because of money. I would say if you're starting this kind of business, at a point, you will close down the business, because it will get to a point. This business is not. At times you might be busy all year round, but there are some times that you won't even get anything. If you're there because of the money and not the passion, you have to close the business. So I would say I do it full time. Because any other thing I do aside from that is a side hustle. For me, my business is my main hustle. Is my main. Is the main thing. Is what I can do with my hands. If I'm working with someone, they can let you go in anytime. So I would say I have a full-time business, and I do some other things as like a side also.
But that makes so much sense. Yeah. Reason why I ask is because of the next question I want to add through to you. It's much more like somebody that's doing it full time basically. So my question will be, let's say, how do I put this? I want to start a fashion business.
Okay.
What are the qualities I have to have?
So, like I said earlier, it's about perception. It's a perception game. You have to make yourself look like what people want. Like when people see you, they'll be like, I want to dress like this guy. I want to be wearing clothes like this guy.
So use yourself to sell your
business. You have to create that perception first. Because I won't lie to you, we sell perception. Is the way people see you. That's the way they're gonna
I want to say the way you dress is the way you are dressed.
You are dressed.
I don't know if that works if that quote matches.
So it's kind of close to it, but the way is the way they see you, the way they perceive you. That's what they will think they can offer you. If you don't look like someone they can offer $1 million for a dress, they won't offer you. If you look like someone that they can just give $50, okay, take this.
That question. That answer gives me this question, like, what does branding mean to you? Like, as a fashion designer, let me say that. What does branding mean to you guys? Because I think those people are actually the people that they are actually called branding.
So to me, branding is what people know you for. So for example, now when people think of your name, when they mention Fawaz, what would they think first?
They think picture, and I don't like it, but that's what I sell.
Yeah, because that's your brand.
Yeah.
So when people call, when they mention your name anywhere, what will come to people's mind? Whatever that comes to people's mind, that's your brand.
Okay, so what if every time they call, back then in Nigeria, let me tell you, I'm a very stubborn person. I don't listen. I'm a very, very stubborn person. So when someone asks me, oh, Fawaz, you don't know him. Imushere, that boy. What they think of me, when they think of me, they think of stubbornness.
Yeah.
So do you think that's my brand? Oh, yeah, I just want to twist.
I would say whatever comes to people's mind, like I said earlier, whatever comes to people's mind when your name is mentioned, that is what your brand is, and that's how to create your brand. Like when when the name is out there, when they see the name out there, they don't even need to ask what you do before they know. Oh, it's like, I don't know if I can mention name of brand.
No, go ahead.
Okay, when you mention T-Mobile's name, what will come to your mind?
Yeah, I think of phone and SIM card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's your brand.
Yeah, T-Mobile. Or network, yeah.
So branding to me is what people think, what they perceive of you, what they know you for.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. So yeah, I ask every guest on the show this question, right? But before I go into that, I kind of want to throw this one in.
Okay.
It says, no, let me ask my question. Don't worry about that one anymore. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so what are the things about what you do that you love and you want it to continue? And what are the things about what you do that you don't like and you want it to stop?
Okay. Can I start from the latter question, the second one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I would say starting a business, I wasn't really sure of myself. And this kind of business takes confidence. You need to believe in yourself before people can believe in what you do. So I would say I was a bit laid back, especially when I got here. I was like, oh, do you think I can continue this? Do you think I can still be doing this business? Or should I go look for like a regular job, 9-to-5 job? But along the line, when the business started getting more busier, you feel like, okay, that means is it something you can call your full-time business? For me to call it full-time business, it takes most of my time than every other thing that I do.
Definitely, yeah.
Because right now, I won't say it's a one-man business, but I handle almost every of the process myself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll be the one to post online.
Yeah, definitely, that's a
I'll be the one to take measurement. I'll be the one to sort how the clothes will get to the client. I'll be the one to go ship. I do almost everything.
Yeah. So that's what you don't like about the business.
Yes. So you should kind of have confidence in yourself and try to build your brand early. Like I would say when you need help, ask for help. I was thinking, I can do everything by myself, but later I noticed that I was growing older than my age because I do almost everything by myself, and it's not good. If you need to outsource some things, you should do it.
Yeah, you should outsource it.
Yeah, so
I mean, so what do you love about it?
What I love about it,
and you want it to continue?
Okay, I would say consistency. You have to be consistent. Business is about consistency, and there's one quote that says when you're consistent in something, that's what makes you excellent in what you do. Consistency brings excellence.
Yeah.
So if you don't do it consistent, if you say, okay, I'm in business today, because clients are not coming again, I'm out of business. Because they're asking you for clothes again, you are back in the business. No. So I would say over the years I've been consistent, even when things are not going fine, even when people will be will be saying, oh, just help us do it now. Just some people like right now I don't do alterations. I alter only clothes that I make. There are those times people will bring what you don't even do. Just because. But I thank God we are here today. Consistency is what I think would help people coming up there. I'm still coming up to. I won't say I'm there. We have top fashion designers. We are still working on ourselves first. I would say consistency is what it has helped me a lot.
Yeah, and that's what you love about the business.
Yes.
Is there something like a question or something you always want to say about something? Might not be about business, might not be about anything, but is there something you always want to say? Oh, I want to talk about this particular topic, but nobody ever asked me. Is there something like that? And this is a free space.
So, that was I can't really think of anything right now, but what I can think of is people don't really ask how you survive on business only. I mean, I know you're a businessman. You know how business works.
Yeah.
It's not always rosy at times.
Yeah.
But some people don't even they don't ask that okay, how do you do these things? I was explaining to some the business process to someone, and it was like, how are you surviving with this thing? So
you have to answer that question. How are you surviving with the business?
That's why you have a side hustle. That's why you have a side hustle. When things are not the way you want it to be, you can fall back on something else because you need to pay your bills. Yeah.
I was going to ask something that countered that a little bit. It's so it doesn't counter. So let me shut up. Don't worry.
You can.
I just think. Okay, it's like you said something earlier about when it's booming, you're doing the fashion.
Yeah.
But when it's not booming, you run away from it.
Yeah.
But the counter I was thinking of is that, but when I think about it deeper, it's not that counter. It's just like you're still doing it, just that you kind of have to survive. I don't know if that answered the question or something.
Like I said earlier, it's clothing business is my main job. Any other thing I do apart from that,
the counterfeit.
It's a side hustle. Even if I'm spending 8 hours there a day, it doesn't count as my main hustle because I know where I'm going. I know what the brand I'm building. So even if things are not working, you have to stick posting pictures, making the business stay alive.
Yeah.
Because
that makes sense. So my next question: AI is taking over everywhere now.
Okay.
We see AI in everything. We see AI everywhere in everything. So, has AI help your business in any way?
Right now, the only part I think AI is taking place is before you have to get a model to model your clothes. Now there's an AI app that can you just post the clothes there, and AI will get the model for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I think that area AI is taking place, but some other areas we still have to do it. Manually.
AI doesn't go to the machine.
Yeah. There are some machines that make in China. They have machines that can make clothes for you.
I think China have everything
in 3 minutes.
They have everything. I saw one online. They were building a house. They said they built a house in I think 30, maybe 3 hours or 3 days. They build a whole house.
They call it 3D. They have 3D clothing too.
I'm like, they have everything. So I don't even. You just imagine they can do it. When do you go for? I'm just trying to like do this for this time so I can pay my rent. To I am going to do only 5 suits this month.
Okay. So can you repeat that question again?
Okay. So now I'll use myself as an example.
Okay.
Weddings. I do weddings. I do it more now. So doing weddings, I'm like, before all I'm thinking before is that I pray I see wedding this month. I pray I see wedding next month. But now I'm like, no, I only want 2 weddings in this month.
Yeah.
So for you can answer it your own way. When do you go for? I'm just trying to get customer to. I'm not taking customer for this month. I want to go to Ibiza.
So I would say it depends on your capacity. In business too, you have to build capacity. I don't want to mention big brands name, but there are some brands. The brand of the shirt you're wearing,
good fellow.
The brand of shirt you're wearing, they might have probably 1,000 of this.
Yeah.
Reason why is because they have capacity for it. You have to build capacity. If you notice that the business is growing, you too have to expand too. If you have just one person working for you, you have to double it. So as the business is expanding, you have to build your own capacity too. So right now, I won't say, I can't do more than 5 suits this month. No. If I have capacity for it, I'll do it. I mean, I have capacity for it. To do it. Yeah. So I believe as the business is growing, you would know. You don't need anybody to tell you. It's like when they say streams of income. When the stream is turned into a river, you will know yourself. Nobody will tell you that, I need a lot of people to work for me. I need to double whatever I was doing to be able to satisfy the client.
Have you ever experienced a good client?
A lot.
Tell me story.
So, there was this client that I won't really talk about the details because I don't know if the person is watching. Because you have to go to people's house, like private tailoring, a lot of things can happen. And there was this client that, we agreed on something. And one of mistakes I used to make back then is when I'm doing clothes for people, especially for wedding, I don't give out contracts. We have chart of what you should be able to refer to something, but I don't know, I was hurting myself then. So one thing I would say is for people to make sure you have everything in pen and paper, whatever you're doing. So back then I wasn't doing contracts, so everything wasn't in contract, and I'm not sure if I was missing. So I don't think I was missing something, but because we don't have it documented somewhere, he thought maybe, you were supposed to bring this, and it was like it just switched on me, and I'm like, as in the way it switched from being
sweet person
to I was so scared. If that person had gone in his house that day, the person would so the person was more than rude. And since that time I've kind of reduced going to people's house. Even if you want a private, you have to come to me or we'll meet somewhere.
That makes sense. So now that's like a mistake of somebody starting up. So I know you've had a lot of experiences and stuff. So if you see somebody that's trying to like get into the fashion designing business, what mistake will you want them to avoid? What will you want them, like, if you're starting again, what are the mistakes you make that you never want it to happen again, that you don't want it, you will avoid at all costs?
Okay. I would say you should get a mentor, get someone to mentor you. So when I was starting, I didn't really have someone to put me. It was along the line that I had to, like, I figured out, okay, I need someone to mentor me on this, because there are a lot of mistakes you won't make if you have someone you look up to and they've made those kind of mistakes. They can easily tell you, okay, don't go this way, go this way. So I would say if you're starting a business, look for someone that you respect and you believe in what they do to mentor you. Something that do the same thing that you do. So
that makes sense. Actually, I think everybody's always talking about mentor. Maybe I should find one also. I hear it a lot now. I should find a mentor. Sometimes everything is just dark. I'm like, how do I survive it? I just need somebody to share their experience. But my mentor is YouTube.
You still need like someone to mentor you, because I can remember that one thing I learned from my mentor back then was in Nigeria, was how to do a damage control. There are sometimes that you make clothes for people and maybe there's something faulty about it. You should have something like a backup plan on how to resolve it. That's one of those things some fashion designer don't do. If your clothes is messed up, it's messed up. You have to pay for another one. But for me, with my business, if anything is wrong with your clothes, I'll take care of it. Before we start the business, I put in my contract, so if it's my fault, but if it's your fault, you have to take care of it. So that's one thing I learned from my mentor. And
that makes sense.
That
makes so much sense. Now to the last question of the day.
Okay.
It's the name of the show. What next?
Okay. The next thing working on my business right now is I'm setting up a place, a physical store where people can come in, get fitted, get their clothes, pick fabrics, and make clothes for them. So that's what we're working on right now, like physical store. Because before we do mainly online, we sell online. And if you want to meet physically, probably come to you, or you come to me. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, thank you so much for everything you've shared. It's been an eye opener, because I did not know people actually buy the basket outfits that they put on walking stick.
They buy it.
I don't know, but you make it clear. So thank you so much for the clarity you provided so far. I really appreciate it. It's been a wonderful conversation, and
thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming.
I really appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, sir.